what you heard a lot from my opponent was he was here for 24 years and he just needed 4 more years. He was here for 24 years. He hired his Democratic deputy committeeman to be the village manager after I was elected, before I was sworn in. That individual was put in precisely to obstruct my agenda. He locked me out of buildings. He blocked my emails. He restricted my access to employees. Very, very challenging. Additionally, he had a board that was 6-1 against me. They were all of his people on the board. So that was what we dealt with for the first 2 years. Then we had a new election. 3 trustees were elected. The village manager resigned. We were able to get a new village manager. It took us 6 months to find them. 6 months later, COVID hit. So essentially, we've had 22 months. And what he said is that he's basically saying everything has fallen apart. Well, he built a house of cards that we've had to deal with. The things that he left behind, the I-80 corridor, nothing had been done in that since 2009 for 8 years. And suddenly, it's my fault that nothing's been done, and he was going to get it done in 4. 17 years of working on the triangle, not completed. But all he needed was 4 more. Nothing on the mall. He had not talked to the mall in 6 years. The last time he talked to the mall, he'd asked them to tear off their roof, which essentially means tearing it down, and he offered them $20 million for apartments. We had fractured relationships. We'd been fixing one park every 2 years over the last 10. We have 66 parks. That's 132 years to get through our parks. Obviously, that doesn't work. We'd underinvested in our roads to the point where 40% of them were in poor condition or very poor condition. Our vehicles, average age 11 and a half years. We'd let everything go. So that's what we were left with. So what did we do? We increased the investment in parks. I couldn't get that done. I could not get that done until after the second election where the trustees were elected. We increased our investment in roads. So we've went from 9 roads to be done in 2 years to 30, or 9 areas to 32 areas. Parks, last year alone, we did 7 parks. We did major renovations. We completely renovated one of our biggest parks, John Humphrey, over the last 2 years. And we did 18 basketball courts and tennis courts and 7 pavilions, just in 1 year. That's how we were able to change things and do things differently.